Well, good morning, a happy Friday. True confession, it's actually currently Thursday afternoon and I'm sitting in my backyard. But when you're seeing this, it's Friday. So, first thing is you do a recording for me. Hope perhaps you did that already. But the first thing you're doing is What Shall We Do with the Drunken Sailor? The second thing you're doing is one of the songs featuring the A major chord, which could be Yellow Submarine, it could be Hey Jude, it could be Satisfaction, it could be I Won't Give Up. But I'll introduce a couple of new concepts for today, which you can get a little head start on and then do a bit over the weekend. So first of all, page 51 in the book, we have notes on the fifth string, finally. So we'll show you here the fifth string all the way down there. That note right there is an open A. These notes are a little bit hard to read because they have all these ledger lines. So we're not going to do too much with this, nothing beyond page 51. So here's our open A. Then I go second fret on the fifth string to play a B, and third fret on the fifth string to play a C. So A, B, C, I just go open, second, third. All right, so the first line of music on page 51 goes like this. I go A, 2, 3, then I go B, 2, 3, then C, 2, now I do 2 B's, and 1, 2, now I go A, B, C, B, A, B, C, B, A. Let's try that whole line together. So open A, ready, and now. 2, 3, second fret, 2, 3, third fret. Now I do 2 B's on the second fret. Now I go faster. A, B, C, B, A. Cool. The next line we have A, B, A, B, C, B, C, B, A, B, C, B, A. A very similar pattern to what we've had when learning the other strings. So I'll do it very slowly. I go A, B, A, B, C, B, C, B, A, B, C, B, A. Let's try that all together, nice and slowly, and A, B, A, B, C, B, C, B, A, B, C, B, A. There we go. Then finally we have this tune called Blues Bass, which I'm just going to play for you once now, and then next week I'll actually take you through the process of learning it, but it's going to be something like this. Play the chords to blues bass. So it's a blues pattern in that I've got 4 measures of my 1 chord, which is A, 2, 3, 4. I go to D7, I do it twice, that's my 4 chord. Then I go back to A. Let's just do an E major here. I go E major, D7, A major. Do it one more time. I'll call out the chords. 1 and 2. Here's A, 4 measures, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, D7, and 1, 2, back to A, and 1, 2, now E, D7, do it one final time. I'm going to play the tune, but I'll call out the chords. So the idea here is you're playing that same chord progression, 4 measures of A, 2 measures of D7, 2 measures of A, E, D7, A, while I'm playing the chords. So here we go, ready with an A major chord. 1, 2, ready, go. A. Switch to D7 here. Back to A. Here, and A. All right, hopefully that worked. If If not, we'll spend lots of time on that next week. So another new concept for today is going to be the concept of fingerpicking. So this, if you want to have some kind of description in the book, let me just double check where this one is. They use the letters P-I-M-A to refer to the individual fingers on your right hand. They come from the Spanish names of those fingers. So your thumb is pulgar, your index finger is índice, your middle finger is medio, and your ring finger is anular. And they use the Spanish names. See if you can figure out why that might be, because we have lots of famous Spanish music that is written for guitar. And so as a result, the notation system that they use in Spanish-speaking countries has been adapted more universally. Think about it, with Italy having been a big center for classical music in the 1700s, terms like forte for loud and piano for soft, they're simply Italian words that we use now in America without even thinking about it, but that's why it happened, because that's where the center of musical life was when these terms were being developed. So that's why we use the Spanish. So I have found it in the book. We're looking at page 61, where you have a little bit of a diagram there. And for today, we're just going to worry about a G chord. So what you're going to do is your thumb is going to pluck string number 6. Your index finger, right now I'm actually going to do it with no fingers down on my left hand. So actually this is an E minor chord. I don't need any fingers down. Thumb is going to pluck string number 6. Index finger is going to pluck string number 3. Middle finger is going to pluck string number 2. And ring finger is going to pluck string number 1. And that's always going to be the way it works. So one thing you could do is you could put all 4 of those fingers in place right away. So your thumb is kind of squeezing and pushing down on string number 6. Meanwhile, your index finger is pushing up on string 3. Middle finger is pushing up on string 2. Ring finger is pushing up on string 1. Try to play all 4 of those at the same time. You can even try to hold the guitar with just your right hand holding those strings there, just to make sure everything's in the right place. And then eventually, so I'm going back on what I said before, we're just going to worry about E minor. You're just going to go 6, 3, 2, 1. 6, 3, 2, 1. And whenever we do finger picking for now, those are going to be the fingers that pluck each of those strings. Notice that my pinky is leaning against the guitar. I do that sometimes because it helps to anchor my right hand. You don't have to do that. Sometimes when I do that, I find tension building up. So it's debatable whether that's a good idea or not, but some people like to do that. So I'll just mention it as an option. So if I did a G chord with my left hand, the same thing. My right hand would do exactly the same thing as it just did. Now I'll go to E minor. And I'm just continuing to go. 6, 3, 2, 1, 6, 3. I'm going to go back to G. And I'm going to go to E minor. Then the same way when we did this pattern, or then, for example, I went to a C chord, I now plucked the 5th string. And when I went to a D chord, I plucked the 4th string. I do the same thing here with the finger picking. Whatever that bass note is, that's going to be the string that I use. So for a C chord, I'm going to take the 5th string right there. So if I were doing finger picking for string 5, it would be 5, 3, 2, 1. If I did an A minor or an A7, same thing. I would go 5, 3, 2, 1. I'll do an A7 here. My right hand's going to stay same. And now I'm going to switch in a moment to a D chord, so my thumb's going to go to the 4th string. Here I go. And I'll resolve it and go to a G chord, 6th string bass note. So that's just something to play around with, something you can do, experiment with a little bit over the weekend. It takes time to get used to it, but once you do, it starts to become more automatic, and you can start to vary your strumming patterns. All right, so now just some songs to bring us home here. We're going to start with Good Riddance on page number 7. This is one that eventually we'll have some finger picking going with it. It would be something like this. So we're not quite ready for that yet, so I'm going to just strum today, but just showing you that that's where the finger picking will go. All right, so I go G, C9, D suspended. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Okay, I'm going to go to We're Going to Be Friends, page number 32 and 33. I'm going to use those same chords. I switch to the C9, back to the G, then I'll do a regular D here, regular C. Here I go, a 1, a 2, beginning, and fall is here, hear the yell, back to school, ring the bell, brand new shoes, walk-in blues, climb the fence, books and pens. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Walk with me, Susie Lee, through the park and by the tree. We will rest upon the ground and look at all the bugs we found. Safely walk to school without a sound. Safely walk to school without a sound. 2, 3, continue. Here we are, no one else. We walk to school all by ourselves. There's dirt on our uniforms from chasing all the ants and worms. We clean up and now it's time to learn. We clean up and now it's time to learn. now, followed by G. We don't notice any time pass. Back to C, then G. We don't notice anything. A major is coming now. We sit side by side in every class. C followed by D. Teacher thinks that I sound funny, but she likes the way you sing. Tonight I'll dream while in my bed, while silly thoughts go through my head about the bugs and alphabet. And when I wake tomorrow, I'll bet that you and I will walk together again. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Yes, I can tell that we are gonna be friends. All right. Onward here, we're going to go to Take It Easy on page 11, which we have not done yet this week, I think, and hopefully you have been enjoying some taking it easy time amidst all of this, enjoying the nice weather on days like, well, for you right now, yesterday. I don't know what the weather's going to be Friday. I guess we'll all find out together. Here we are, G, D, C, I got 7 women on my mind. 4 that wanna own me, 2 that wanna stone me, 1 says she's a friend of mine. Take it easy, take it easy. A minor, don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. C followed by G, light it up while you still can. Don't even try to understand. A minor, C, G, just find a place to make your stand and take it easy. Back to the beginning. Well, I'm standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. Such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down to take a look at me. E minor, come on, baby, don't say maybe. A minor, C, I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. C, G, C, G. We may lose and we may win, though we will never be here again. A minor, C, G. So open up, I'm climbing in. So take it easy. Well, I'm running down the road, trying to loosen my load. Got a world of trouble on my mind. Looking for a lover who won't blow my cover. She's so hard to find. Take it easy. Take it easy. A minor, C, G. Don't let the sound of your own wheels make you crazy. C and G. Come on, baby. Don't say maybe. A minor, C, G. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. All right. My apologies for a few high notes that didn't quite pop out there. Maybe I'm holding back for the backyard. Who knows? All right. Final song for the day. We will close it out with Closing Time. And I'm actually going to do the entire song, which is going to include the B-flat chord that shows up in the middle. This is one I will briefly show you, but don't feel pressured to do it today. But what I do for it is the easiest way is I go first finger, first string, first fret, second finger on the 4th string, 3rd fret, 3rd finger on the 3rd string, 3rd fret, and pinky on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And I play all 4 strings. If I want to do it really fancy, I would lean my first finger all the way across, and I can get that bass note in there. It's still hard for me to do that. But for most of the song, we are just worrying about G, D, A minor, C. Closing time. Open all the doors and let you out into the world. Keep doing that same pattern. Closing time. Turn all of the lights on over G, D, A minor, C, and I go G, D, A minor, C. Closing time, time for you to go out to the places you will be from. 2, 3, 4, ready, and I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. Take me home. Closing time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. All right. I hope everybody has a nice weekend. It's been fun playing in the backyard. I encourage you to try it sometime. Have a good day.